Well, we've really got to be careful about what we're consuming on a daily basis through the newspaper, the internet, TV. So much negativity out there that's pumped that we've become accustomed to, and a lot of people don't even realise it's negative now because it's just, like I said, we've become accustomed to it. And this is why there's so much fucked up shit going on in this world, because we're getting all this pumped through to us and everyone's just accepted it. People don't want to be positive no more. People don't want to go and do research and study and better themselves. They just take what's there, like, even down to things like soaps. You got to be careful with things like that, like for instance, EastEnders. Yeah, I've watched that on and off for years. My family watch it all the time. Have you ever noticed that 99% of the stories on not just EastEnders but every soap is negative? It's bullshit, and people buy into it and tune in. They're like, oh, tuning in tonight, it's EastEnders or whatever the soap is, because they get some sort of kick from it. But what they don't realise is, especially when you've got a fucked up life yourself, you're watching that and you're like, oh, I can relate to that, and then you're feeding off the negativity from them programmes, and then you go and do the same shit in your life. And it's crazy because it's a cycle, and a lot of people don't see it happening when it's going on right in front of them. They're the ones in their own soap in real life, and yet they continue to tune in. Some people, this is what they live for. They go to work and then they come home in the evening and they're like, that's their evening planned out then. They're like 7 o'clock start for the soaps, earlier if you're into fucking Hollyoaks and all that bollocks, and then sit down my cup of tea, sit down my meal, my dog, whatever, and that's them set for about 3 or 4 hours for the evening. And on top of that, they're finished watching the soaps, and then they put on some sort of whatever it may be, like about serial killers or a film where people are just killing each other or just something negative. But all this negative consumption of stuff that's out there is then playing a factor in people's lives, because that's all they're consuming. So it becomes second nature to them, and then they are living it out in their life as well. But the cycle can never get broken or improve. Like, the cycle always continues because that's all you consume. And then when it is something positive, you just switch the channel over. It's crazy when you think about it, but too many people are just blind to it. Try to tell people this sort of stuff and they just laugh at you or be like, well, what else am I going to do? Educate yourself. Go and learn something. There's no excuse to just stop learning. There's always other fucking options and things to do. What's your passions? What's your interests? Your hobbies? Your hobbies can't be fucking EastEnders, Coronation Street, Emmerdale. If that's your hobbies, you need to reevaluate your life. You need to really think about things. And look, if that's what you want to do it. But then don't complain at the same time that your life's shit and you're not doing nothing, because you're not putting the effort in. You're not going out of your way purposely to try and change your situation. Like I said earlier on, your highlight of the day is sitting down in front of the TV for hours on end, consuming nothing but bullshit and negativity. And then you wonder why things are so shit in your real life. You are what you surround yourself by and what you consume. Peep the words, people, peep the words.